Welcome to the Sharkpreneur podcast with Kevin Harrington and Seth Greene. Kevin Harrington is the inventor of the infomercial, one of the original sharks from the hit TV show Shark Tank, and has generated over $5 billion in TV and digital direct response sales. Seth Greene is the world's first trusted authority on cutting-edge direct response marketing, a best-selling author, and the only 3-time Marketer of the Year nominee. On the podcast, Kevin and Seth interview sharkpreneurs who share straight talk on what it takes to explode your business.
Why do so many businesses struggle while others seem to explode overnight? Do you wish you had the secret to this type of exponential growth? Now, I've scaled more than 20 businesses to over $100 million, and it's not just luck. In my new book with Mark Tim, Mentor to Millions, you'll learn the repeatable framework I use in all my business ventures for massive success. Order at kevinmentor.com and get over $1,000 in bonuses. Head to kevinmentor.com.
Welcome to the Sharkpreneur podcast. This is your co-host, Seth Greene. Today, I've got the good fortune to be joined by Aleric Heck. He is the world's leading YouTube ad expert, founder and CEO of AdOutreach, which was named number 60 on the 2022 Inc. 5000 list of fastest growing companies in America. So he's a few notches above our Inc. 5000 award. Number one in Austin, Texas. He's been on over 100 podcasts, including Entrepreneur on Fire with John Lee Dumas, who's been on our show. ClickFunnels Radio with Russell Brunson has been on our show multiple times. Roland Frazier, who's been on our show. And of course, Sharkpreneur today. Aleric, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks so much for having me on, Seth. I'm so excited.
All right. So we're going to do, I know it's all over YouTube, but we're going to do a short version of kind of how you got started in this whole crazy world of YouTube. And then we'll fast forward to everything going on today.
Absolutely. So I actually started out on YouTube 14 years ago. I was just 12 years old at the time. I created a YouTube channel. I was reviewing mobile apps, tech tutorials, teaching people how to use their iPhone for the first time. And those videos started to get popular. All of a sudden, I was getting thousands and hundreds of thousands and millions of views. And I built that channel up to about 500,000 subscribers. So I remember throughout high school and into college, I was running the channel. I was earning an income. And what I discovered was it wasn't just about YouTube and videos. I was actually learning marketing. And so one day I had a particular mobile app that had paid me to do a sponsorship, right? So I promoted their app on the channel. They got a bunch of downloads. They loved it. But then what happened was they wanted me to promote the video even more, right? So they wanted to say, hey, how can we get this video out to more people? You know, can you post about it? Can you repost the video? And I, did some of those things. But what I said is, well, what if we just run YouTube ads? This is about 8 years ago, and YouTube ads were in the early stage. They were a little skeptical, but we ran ads. And in 1 week for $500, we got over 11,000 users for their app.
Wow.
Yeah. They were blown away. And so what they wanted me to do is they gave me an offer that they thought was irresistible. They wanted me to drop out of college. I was in college at the time, fly out there to Silicon Valley, join their team. They were going to give me a big salary, stock options, all this stuff. I decided to turn it down. I wanted to build this myself. So I'm sure a lot of people on the, podcast could definitely resonate with. I wanted to build it myself, be that entrepreneur. And that's what I did. So I then did YouTube ads for mobile apps for a while. And then I pivoted into more businesses, people that have funnels, people who are looking to promote really anything online with YouTube ads. And we've scaled it to where we are today. So that's kind of the background.
That is an absolutely incredible journey. And I'm sure the longer version of that could be in a book somewhere if it isn't already.
Exactly. Well, thank you.
I believe you have an upcoming book. Not sure if the origin story is going to be in there. So I would say that you were probably, I would label you an early adopter of YouTube, right? 14 years ago, you're 2 years after the first iPhone comes out and people really start consuming mobile content on their devices. The world's evolved a lot since then. I'm sure our listeners are sitting here going, that's all well and good for Aleric 14 years ago, but there's like 1 billion hours of content uploaded every 5 seconds on YouTube now. How do you get business owners and entrepreneurs to stand out and get that type of attention now when there's so much more content competing for our attention?
Absolutely. That's a great question. And there's actually 3 main ways. And one is kind of the traditional way. So to build out a YouTube channel, to publish content, to find what trends are, what opportunities there are to produce content that your ideal clients are interested in. And that's tried and true. That's the way to build up a channel, get people interested, get people watching. And that's the foundations. But there's a couple ways that you can actually amplify this. One, and they both involve ads. One is in-stream ads, and these are ads that appear in front of other videos. That's what a lot of people think about when they think about YouTube ads. That's a lot of our business is helping businesses with that. And the benefit of that is you don't even need a channel or a big channel at all to be able to run YouTube ads. Really, you only need a video on the channel, which is that ad. And what you could do is target those ads for the right people at the right time. We'll talk a little bit about the targeting side of things in a second. But essentially what you want to do is target those ads in front of the right people. And as a hook, it draws people in, it educates, provides some value. It is a call to action, gets them to take action. And those are essentially direct response ads. So if you're looking to sell a product, services, expert, coaching, consulting, whatever it happens to be, whatever you're looking to sell, you can create an ad, run it in front of different videos, different audiences, and then drive that traffic off to your site. And so that's kind of the main YouTube ad. There's also another type of YouTube ad called an in-feed ad that you can use to kind of grow your channel. So what that will allow you to do is if you're looking to grow a channel the old-fashioned way, what you can do is put a little bit of gasoline on that fire by running ads for those videos on your channel to bring in more subscribers, more viewers. And those are a different type of ad that appear in suggested videos or in search results, and they click on and they can watch the video, and it feels like they naturally found it.
Now, I'm sure a lot of people listening and watching this are saying, well, there's now people go to YouTube and they watch stupid cat videos. Or I see my kid watches this thing with somebody dressed up as Spider-Man running around their backyard, gets 5 million views. This is ridiculous. How am I supposed to compete with that? And why are people watching so much stupid crap?
Yeah. Well, people go on YouTube for one of two main reasons. It's either to be entertained or to learn. And so what we want to do is we want to tap into the people that are looking to learn. So there's definitely a lot of people going to YouTube to be entertained. And what I would say is the better advertisers to advertise on that side are the bigger advertisers, right? Like the big companies, they're going to advertise in front of those more entertaining videos. It's kind of like TV, right? So it's advertising there. What we want to do is we want to have our direct response ads where we actually want to get a result, right? And it's not unlike, infomercials, which, of course, Kevin and everything is so known for, is it's essentially the ability to go and get sales directly. And so what you want to do is you want to create an ad that is going to appeal to your ideal client, that is going to lead to direct conversions, and then run that in front of people that are in what I call the learner's mindset. Because if you think about it, yes, there's all those entertaining videos on YouTube, but there's also, for every video like that, there are videos on what different cars you might be looking at, or how to solve a problem, or how to grow a business, or how to market your business, how to set up an ad for the first time, right? How to lose weight, best exercises. And so if you have an offer that speaks to those people, or a product or service or whatever it happens to be, what you can do is run your ad in front of those types of videos and those types of people, and target the right people with those audiences.
All right. Now, I think you've mentioned it a couple times. I know it's part of the secret sauce when we talk about targeting, how we get our video in front of the perfect person at the right time. What are the different ways we can target, and how can we target using YouTube advertising?
That's a great question. And that's actually evolved over time. So in the past, it used to be targeting more specifically in front of videos and those placement targeting. Those have actually evolved away from that type of targeting to now what are called audience segments. Now, these audience segments is essentially just a fancy way of saying that you're telling Google who you're looking to reach. And there's a few ways to do that. One, you could describe who that ideal person is, and that's called a custom affinity, right? So what they're interested in, what their interests are, what they're in the market for. But then there's also what's called a custom search intent. So what somebody has searched for on YouTube or on Google. And not a lot of people know this, but you can target people with a YouTube ad based on their recent Google and YouTube searches. So if they've searched for how to lose weight, best exercise, whatever happens to be, and if that's what you have to offer or something related to that, then you can target them on YouTube if they've recently made that search, whether it's been on YouTube or Google or any other Google-owned search engine. Even Maps is incorporated into that. So for local businesses, there's an opportunity there too. And so what you want to do is target those ads in front of people based on their search results. There's even a way to target which is called a URL affinity, based on websites people have been on recently or similar sites. So imagine being able just to put in your competitor's URL or a complementary site And you could put that into a URL affinity and reach people who have either been to that site or been to similar sites.
I mean, I hope everybody listening just had their mind blown, because that's absolutely incredible. It was one level of awesome when you can put an ad on someone else's in front of or during someone else's video, and you could go find some videos that did really well in your niche and run ads, or you could find your competitor and run ads on their videos. But now I think if I understood what you just said correctly, you're talking about the fact that I can literally put up a wish list of every software program my SaaS company is competing with, every guru who's written books about my topic, and literally say, I want to run ads in front of people who actually went to, let's say, because I know you got the 2 Comma Club award hanging up. I could literally say, I want people who went to clickfunnels.com.
Exactly. And we do just that. We do just that. And we know that those are people that are interested in running ads for us. There could be people that are interested in what you do. And so that's what you're able to do, is run ads in front of those people based on sites or what they've searched. It's really, really powerful.
So you've achieved, obviously, top 60 fastest growing company in the entire country, #1 in arguably one of the digital marketing hubs of the world over in Austin. That's fun. I'm sure people are thinking, well, that's great for Aleric. What about me? What are you've engineered some incredible results for some of your clients over the last decades. So let's talk a little bit about some of those case studies where you can say, this is a company that hired us. This is what they were struggling with, what they grabbed us besides the app company. And this is a regular business. And this is what we were able to pull off for them. Talk about the magical transformation.
Yeah. So one great example I love to use is Jared Ernie, and he's just a fantastic person. What he does is he helps businesses with their Google My Business profile, right? Which is their Google reviews. And that can make or break local businesses. And he had that business. And in 2020, he started facing some challenges, as a lot of his businesses, his clients started facing challenges, we all know, right? And so, with a lot of local businesses really struggling, he came to us and he said, I know that they need this service, but, his old methods of going to different local businesses just wasn't working the same way as it used to. And so what he was able to do is we helped him set up a YouTube ad targeted in front of these local business owners that were looking to get their Google profiles set up the right way to lead to people coming to their business. And what we were able to do is he went and he even said, right, he was kind of at that spot where he was investing money he didn't necessarily have, but he knew that this was what he needed to do and what was going to work. And within just 6 weeks, he had more than tripled, his investment that he had made with us, had a really big return on his ads. And then from there, he was able to go and have, over the next 6 months, he did more revenue than he did the entire previous year. And then he just scaled up from there. And so now he's over $80,000 a month in revenue. He's now in that 7-figure territory. And he was able to scale all of that up by creating YouTube ads that speak specifically to those local businesses that he can serve, and then targeting them and running ads in front of them and talking about the benefits of what he's able to do. And the reason I love to use him as an example is because there's a ripple effect. That's something I really believe in is, yes, we're going and helping people with marketing. You talked about the awards, all well and good. I love more the stat that we've now helped our clients generate hundreds of millions of dollars in revenue, which is something I'm very proud of. But it's not just about that. It's about the impact. By us helping Jared reach those local businesses with a service that can help them, right? It's his service. He goes and helps them, but we're able to connect that local business owner with Jared using YouTube ads and using our strategies. That's creating a positive ripple effect in the world. That's creating a positive change. And that's all the rocket fuel that I need and our team needs to keep doing what we're doing.
Yeah, I love the space shuttle behind you. That's speaking of rocket fuel. That's awesome.
Exactly. Thank you.
What about, I'm sure we've got folks who are saying, what about, is it possible it makes sense that consumers are watching all this video on YouTube? Does YouTube ads work business to business?
Yes, absolutely. So it works on both sides. And we're a great example of that. We practice what we preach. We run YouTube ads to bring in businesses into what we do. And actually with Jared, that's a good example of that too. He works with those local businesses, but it also, it of course works, to consumers as well. And that wasn't the example I gave, but there's a lot of different, ways to market, whether it be products, whether it be different services. Weight loss is a great example too. So it works in a wide variety of different industries. It also really works B2B, because think about it. If you're a business owner or you're an entrepreneur and you're looking to solve a problem, where you're going to either Google or YouTube. And either one of those, we can target you because we can run those ads that will go and target people based on their searches or based on what they're looking up. Or we could target based on websites they're going on, similar sites. And so we can reach those business owners in a way that it's harder to do on other platforms. And you can reach them with a video where you can pull them in, you can address them, you can educate and provide value, and then you can have a call to action to whatever that next step in your funnel is.
That makes a lot of sense. Now, can you use YouTube to quote unquote sell high ticket products and services? What if I don't have a $27 ebook or something?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And what we recommend for that is to go to some kind of either video conversion funnel or VSL or lead magnet. What we actually found works really well is what we call our video conversion funnel. So it goes from a YouTube ad to an opt-in to a video that's similar to a VSL or video sales letter for those who may or may not be familiar, but it's kind of like a hybrid between that and a YouTube video. So again, people are coming from YouTube. They're used to the certain style on YouTube of editing, of being in the camera, of having things pop up on the screen, of having your face there. And so there's essentially this different type of video conversion training is what we call it. That's a combination between a video sales letter that you may know, and either you've created one or you've seen one, and combining it with all the elements that make a great long form YouTube video, putting those together. And it's kind of like a YouTube sales video that then converts people, gets them to book a call, gets them to hop on. And then on that call, that's where you can sell those high ticket products and services.
For our folks who have been in the digital marketing game for a while, one of their biggest frustrations is the day-to-day changes in what you can and can't say and do on, let's say, Facebook ads. Mm-hmm. Right. One day, just mentioning the word "you" in your ad references a personal attribute and your account gets shut down and they don't care how much you spend. Does YouTube have the same problems with ridiculous types of censorship?
So nowhere near. And that's the thing is we get a lot of, almost Facebook ad refugees coming over to YouTube. We're helping them build out. And the great thing is, even though, yes, there are some limitations on Google, it's nowhere near what it is on Facebook. And they have a 3-strike policy, which I don't know why Facebook didn't do this a long time ago. But even if you do trip a trigger, which in general on Google is a lot harder to do than Facebook. Facebook, it seems like you do anything and it just, it's grounds get shut down. Even if there is something that is done wrong, they'll give you a warning. They have a 3-strike policy. YouTube has the same thing, and they essentially have a 3-strike policy. So you'll know, it won't be a surprise to just have an account shut down. You'll have forewarning and you'll be able to make changes or adapt accordingly. And again, it's nowhere near the type of craziness that Facebook does in terms of bans and what they catch.
What are some of the biggest misconceptions about YouTube advertising that you're dispelling every day?
Yeah, so there's a couple, and I'll talk about one on the ad and then one on the targeting. So on the ad side, one of the biggest misconceptions is to create a short ad, because you see a lot of these different, big like Geico and Ford, and they'll do like a 30-second ad, but they're not going for the same thing that you and I are going for. What we're going for is direct response. We want somebody to actually take action from this ad versus just watch an ad and build the brand. And so what we want to do is we want to create ads that are typically around 3 minutes. Sometimes they can be longer than that. Technically, Google wants it around the 3-minute mark. That said, we have seen a lot of success even having a longer ad, and sometimes those are outperform the ads that are around 3 minutes. But essentially, the sweet spot's around 2 to 3 minutes long. You have a hook, about 30 seconds. Then you have 1 minute to 2 minutes of educate, and you might even have more than that, depending on the ad. And then you have a call to action at the end. And what that's able to do is it provides value, and it actually meets people where they're at. And especially if you're selling something high ticket, coaching, consulting, those types of things, you are the expert. You want to demonstrate your expertise, show what you're able to help them with, and then get them to take action at the end. And the way you do that is by providing value. So that's on that side. On the targeting side, one of the big misconceptions as well is knowing that, if just going with Google's base targeting options, so there's in-market audiences, there's affinities, and not actually building the custom audiences. And that's the key, is really building these custom audiences. I mean, I even developed a software, keyword search, that goes in and allows our clients to go and target based on these custom audiences, because it's so important, right? Just going in and finding, okay, here are all of the different keywords, here's all the different URLs people are going to, and then targeting them based on that.
You have created so much success, not only for your own company, but more importantly for your clients. I mean, literally, you've generated more money than some small countries. So I love that. What's your biggest challenge now?
So, that's a great question. So one of the biggest challenges that we have is really looking at how we're expanding going forward, right? So we have really expanded we've worked with thousands and thousands of clients now. And what we're doing is we're looking at going deeper. So now we're helping people with YouTube channel growth. And now we're diving in. We've got omnipresent retargeting, how to be everywhere. And now what we're looking at is what direction we're taking that expansion, diving a little bit deeper with our clients and how we build things out. We also are building out a software too. So we've got that keyword search. It's an AI audience targeting for YouTube ads. So it's really looking at what's that next level of growth that's going to allow us to see that next big growth trajectory. And I think it's similar to what we've done before, which is thinking big and out of the box. But I think that you always have in business, you have these big hockey stick periods of growth. We've just experienced that. Now what we want to do is we want to have another hockey stick period of growth. And so it's exciting to look at. We've been making sure to build out all the operations, all the systems. And now we're getting ready for that next big catalyst, which we've got some things in mind. But essentially, it's coming up with that next big push.
Awesome. Your passion is obvious. What do you like best about what you're doing?
So I just love, it really is the ripple effect of impact. That's what, and I think you get to a certain point when you've grown the business and you've made, money and you've grown that way and you're able to support your team and really create a big impact for your clients, that you look at, it shifts away from, goals and monetary goals to more impact driven goals. And that is what I've really experienced. And so our mission is to empower businesses to amplify their impact and create a ripple effect on the world. And that's what I think about is how can we go out and impact as many people as possible by helping them with YouTube ads or video marketing. They're connecting with their ideal clients. And then that's creating a big ripple effect. And that, like I said, I called it rocket fuel before, but really that's what motivates us to do what we do and to grow the way that we're growing, because we know that there's a big impact on the other side, right? What we're doing pales in comparison with the impact that we're able to create. And we're just looking to grow that.
That is beautifully said. When I get asked that question on podcasts, that is also my answer as well, is through all of the businesses that we work with, we can affect millions of people the same way. So absolutely love the answer. Incredible interview, Aleric. For our folks watching and listening who want to learn more about AdOutreach, the software, everything, Aleric, and how they can work with you, where are all the best places to send them?
Absolutely. So actually I have a free gift for everybody that is watching or listening right now. So it is a 19-page YouTube ads PDF. It's the full strategy, walks you through step by step. You go to adoutreach.com/gift. It's ADOUTREACH.com/GIFT, adoutreach.com/gift. You can get that full PDF. There's also an opportunity to book a call with our team after that as well, if you'd like to dive in, and we'll map out the strategy for you. And the software, you can go to keywordsearch.com. Just keywordsearch.com. And you have a 5-day free trial of that. And that's our AI audience building software, builds out your YouTube ad audiences in just a few clicks. But yeah, adoutreach.com/gift. That's the best place to start.
We'll send everybody to adoutreach.com/gift. Keyword search. Love that you got that domain. That's awesome.
Thank you.
This has been Seth Greene with Aleric Heck from AdOutreach. Aleric, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks so much, Seth.
Thanks everybody for watching or listening. We'll talk to you or see you next time.
Do you need money to fund your idea, product, or service? Are you ready to take your business to the next level, but need capital to get it done? Kevin Harrington has heard more than 50,000 pitches and knows how to help you make the perfect pitch to get the funding for your entrepreneurial dream. He's distilled the process down in his perfect pitch cheat sheet, and it's yours for free. Just text PITCH to him right now at 727-888-2100. Text PITCH to 727-888-2100 right now and claim your free perfect pitch cheat sheet. Text PITCH to 727-888-2100 to start funding your dream today.
This show has been produced by Market Domination, LLC. To discover how you can have your own show completely done for you and turn it into a real published book and become the authority in your marketplace, go to www.marketdominationllc.com/podcast offer.
49 faces looked to him in triumph. Over the last 12 months, they had each taken turns and promoted his business for a week at a time, driving over $987,342 in revenue. What if you had a network of 50 centers of influence who promoted your business every week for a year? Grab your copy of the #1 Amazon best-selling book, The Ultimate Guide to Growing Your Business with a Podcast, at 33% off the Amazon price by going to ultimatepodcastbook.com. Again, that website for 33% off the Amazon price is ultimatepodcastbook.com.